stop scrolling. Yes, stop. Right now. Because what I'm about to tell you could change the trajectory of your love life forever. If you've been praying, waiting, and wondering why love hasn't come yet, this video is not by accident. God is speaking to your spirit today. He is saying, "My child, the season of waiting is ending. Your kingdom spouse is closer than you think." Maybe you've been hurt. Maybe you've doubted. Maybe the pain of waiting has made you question if love is even real. He is moving in the spiritual realm on your behalf, aligning situations, shifting seasons, and preparing the person He created just for you. Maybe you've prayed for years. Maybe you've cried alone in your room, wondering if love will ever come. Maybe your heart feels tired from disappointment, hurt, and unanswered prayers. I want you to know something today. God has not forgotten you. Your waiting is not wasted. Every trial, every tear, every lonely moment has been crafting you for the love that is coming. And here is the truth. This is a kingdom love, not a temporary comfort. This is a partnership that will align with your purpose, your destiny, and your calling. It is not about perfect timing, but perfect preparation. Before we dive deep, I need you to do something important. Subscribe to this channel. If you believe in building your life and your relationships with wisdom, scripture, and strategy, subscribing ensures you don't miss content that transforms. And if this teaching touches your spirit, consider using super thanks below to support this channel. Every contribution helps more people receive revelation that can change their future. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to recognize, prepare for, and attract your kingdom spouse. I will share practical steps, spiritual truths, and strategic insights that are grounded in scripture, tested in life, and designed to prepare you to receive this love fully. No cliches, no fluff, no generic advice. This video is about transformation. It's about seeing beyond the temporary disappointments to the divine orchestration happening right now. By the end of this teaching, you will feel hope, clarity, and energy to prepare your heart, mind, and spirit. You will know how to recognize your partner, how to stay ready without desperation, and how to align your life so that when God accelerates, you are completely prepared. So stay with me, engage your heart, take notes, pray with intention. Your kingdom spouse is coming sooner than you think. And this moment right here, right now, is your invitation to prepare, to awaken, and to receive. Number 1, God prepares you before He presents them. God never prioritizes presentation over preparation. Before Adam met Eve, he had identity, assignment, and environment. Genesis shows us something powerful. Adam had purpose before partnership. Many people want the person. Few focus on becoming the person. Waiting is not punishment. It is construction. God uses solitude to reveal your patterns, your triggers, your insecurities, your attachment style, your fear of abandonment, your fear of vulnerability. If you still need someone to validate your worth, you are not ready for covenant. Kingdom love is not built on emotional dependency. It is built on emotional stability. Ask yourself, can I communicate without manipulation? Can I disagree without disrespect? Can I love without controlling? Preparation means healing the part of you that attracts dysfunction. Some of you keep meeting the same person in different bodies. Different name, same wound, different face, same chaos. That cycle ends when you change. God will not upgrade your partner while you remain immature. And maturity is not age. It is self-awareness under pressure. If God is accelerating your spouse, it means He has been accelerating your growth. Your conversations are deeper now. Your boundaries are clearer now. Your standards are healthier now. You no longer confuse intensity with intimacy. You no longer call breadcrumbs effort. You no longer chase potential. That is growth. And growth signals readiness. When preparation meets timing, manifestation happens quickly. So do not resent the process. Honor it. Because the version of you that enters covenant must be stronger than the version that once tolerated confusion. Number 2, healing is not optional. Unhealed trauma will turn a blessing into a battlefield. If betrayal still defines your trust, you will question loyalty even when it is present. If rejection still defines your identity, you will overanalyze everything. Kingdom marriage requires emotional sobriety, not perfection. Sobriety. You must know when you are reacting from memory instead of reality. Many people say they are ready, but they are only lonely. Loneliness is not readiness. Loneliness rushes. Readiness discerns. If God is sending someone sooner than you think, then healing cannot be postponed. Forgive people who will never apologize. Release narratives that keep you defensive. Stop stalking your past through social media. Close emotional doors fully. Healing is spiritual warfare, because the enemy would rather you enter covenant wounded. Why? Because wounded people self-sabotage. They test loyalty constantly. They withdraw instead of communicate. They interpret silence as abandonment. But a healed heart responds instead of reacts. You must ask, have I healed from my last relationship? Or did I simply distract myself? Healing means you can remember without reliving. Healing means you can see red flags without romanticizing them. Healing means you are not trying to prove your worth through overgiving. God will not connect you to someone stable while you are addicted to chaos. Stability may feel boring to an unhealed heart, but peace is not boring. Peace is healthy. And when your spouse arrives, you will recognize them not by butterflies, but by consistency. Consistency is attractive to the healed. So heal now, because acceleration demands alignment. Number 3, purpose attracts purpose. Let me take this deeper. Many people say they want a kingdom spouse, but they are not living a kingdom life. You cannot pray for a purposeful partner while living without direction. Clarity attracts clarity. Discipline attracts discipline. Vision attracts vision. When you are aligned with your assignment, your energy changes. You stop entertaining conversations that waste time. You stop lowering standards to avoid loneliness. You stop responding to people who are clearly unprepared. Purpose sharpens your discernment, and discernment protects your destiny. Some of you are frustrated because you feel unseen. But the truth is, you were in rooms too small for your calling. You were trying to be understood by people who are not growing. When you elevate your focus, your environment changes. And in the right environment, alignment happens naturally. Your kingdom spouse is not intimidated by your growth. They are inspired by it. They are not competing with your ambition. They are building alongside it. This is why you must become dangerous with discipline. Wake up with intention. Develop your mind. Strengthen your body. Deepen your spiritual life. Not to impress someone, but to become who you are called to be. Marriage is multiplication. If you bring confusion into it, confusion multiplies. If you bring purpose into it, purpose multiplies. Ask yourself honestly, if someone joined my life right now, would they experience momentum? Or would they inherit chaos? That question requires courage. Because love does not fix lack of direction. It exposes it. And here is the powerful part. When two people aligned with purpose meet, the connection feels different. It is not just attraction. It is recognition. You recognize the discipline. You recognize the mindset. You recognize the hunger for growth. And that recognition builds respect. Respect sustains love long after emotions fluctuate. So build something with your life. Build consistency. Build faith. Build integrity. Because when purpose meets purpose, the relationship does not just survive. It advances. And if God is sending your kingdom spouse sooner than you think, then this is not the time to slow down. This is the time to sharpen everything about you. Because the right person will not just love who you are. They will align with where you are going. Number 4, peace is the confirmation. Let's go deeper into this. Many of you have been conditioned to associate love with emotional highs, intensity, uncertainty, the adrenaline of not knowing where you stand. But that is not love. That is instability disguised as passion. When God sends your kingdom spouse, you will not feel like you are on trial. You will not feel like you must earn basic respect. You will not feel confused after every conversation. Peace becomes the evidence. And peace is powerful. Peace allows you to think clearly. Peace allows you to communicate honestly. Peace allows you to remain yourself. When something is from God, it does not require you to abandon your identity to maintain it. You won't feel pressure to perform. You won't feel the need to shrink your standards. You won't be afraid to express what you need. Because the right person does not punish vulnerability. They honor it. And here is where many miss it. Sometimes peace feels unfamiliar. If you grew up around chaos, stability can feel strange. If you experience toxic attachment, healthy pacing can feel slow. But slow is not rejection. Slow is intentional. When someone is serious, they move with clarity. They ask direct questions. They express consistent effort. They align actions with words. That alignment creates trust. And trust builds emotional safety. Emotional safety is where real love grows. Not in guessing games. Not in jealousy tactics. Not in manipulation. If you constantly feel anxious about losing someone, that connection is revealing insecurity, not destiny. When God confirms something, it does not drain you. It strengthens you. You sleep peacefully. You focus clearly. You do not obsess. You build. You grow. You remain productive. Because peace does not distract you from purpose. It supports it. So if you are wondering how you will know, listen carefully. You will not need to chase. You will not need to decode. You will not need to beg. You will feel settled, confident, certain, and that certainty will not shout. It will rest gently in your spirit. That is how divine alignment feels. Strong, calm, unshaken. And when you experience that kind of peace, protect it. Because peace is not just confirmation. Peace is covenant's foundation. Number 5, standards are spiritual. Let's strengthen this foundation. Your standards are a reflection of what you believe about yourself. If you secretly believe you are hard to love, you will accept partial effort. If you secretly believe this is your last chance, you will tolerate red flags. But when you understand your value, you move differently. Standards are not about arrogance. They are about alignment. You are not asking for perfection. You are requiring consistency. There is a difference. Consistency means their words and actions match. Consistency means they pursue without being forced. Consistency means they respect your time, your body, your faith, and your boundaries. When your standards are clear, confusion decreases. People who are not serious remove themselves. That is not loss. That is protection. Stop fearing that strong standards will scare the right person away. The right person is looking for clarity. Mature love thrives on defined expectations. Immature love resists accountability. If someone calls you too much because you require communication, effort, and respect, what they are really saying is they are not prepared. And that is okay. Let them go without bitterness. Because standards do not just filter people. They filter timing. There are individuals who may have potential but lack readiness. And potential without readiness creates pain. You are not responsible for developing someone into your spouse. God does not assign you as a rehabilitation center. He assigns partnership. Your job is not to lower the bar to make someone comfortable. Your job is to maintain the bar so the right person can recognize themselves in it. And here is the deeper truth. Standards require self-discipline. You must enforce what you declare. If you say you value communication, do not entertain silence. If you say you value intentional dating, do not accept ambiguity. If you say you value faith, do not compromise it for chemistry. Every compromise teaches people how to treat you, and repeated compromise builds resentment. Kingdom marriage cannot be built on resentment. It must be built on respect. Respect begins before the ring. It begins with how you allow yourself to be treated now. So strengthen your standards. Write them down. Pray over them. Live by them. Because when your kingdom spouse arrives, they will not feel restricted by your standards. They will feel aligned with them. And alignment feels effortless when both people are ready. Number 6, timing feels sudden after long preparation. There is something powerful about divine timing that most people misunderstand. When it finally happens, it looks fast. But it was forming in silence for years. You will hear people say, "Wow, that happened quickly." They did not see the discipline. They did not see the tears. They did not see the therapy sessions. They did not see the nights you chose growth over distraction. Sudden blessings are often the result of consistent obedience. God works beneath the surface long before he reveals anything publicly. Think about a seed. For a long time, nothing is visible. But under the soil, roots are strengthening. If the roots are weak, the plant cannot handle growth. If your emotional and spiritual roots are weak, you cannot sustain covenant. So when things begin to accelerate, do not panic. Acceleration is not chaos. It is confirmation that preparation has matured. You may meet this person unexpectedly. A normal day, a simple introduction, a conversation that feels natural, and then clarity builds rapidly. Not rushed, not forced, but steady, intentional, progressive. That is how divine acceleration feels. There is momentum without pressure. There is depth without drama. There is commitment without confusion. Many of you are closer than you realize. The fact that your desires have become more refined is a sign. You are no longer impressed by surface-level attraction. You are drawn to character, integrity, consistency. That shift means your internal clock has changed. And when your internal alignment shifts, external alignment follows. But here is the caution. When things begin moving quickly, do not abandon wisdom. Stay grounded, stay prayerful, stay observant. Excitement must never replace discernment. Even when timing is right, wisdom must lead. Ask the right questions. Observe patterns. Watch how they handle stress. Watch how they treat people who cannot benefit them. Watch how they respond to boundaries. Acceleration from God will always survive examination. It will not collapse under healthy scrutiny. So if doors begin opening faster than expected, do not sabotage it with fear. Do not slow it down because it feels unfamiliar. And do not rush it out of excitement. Walk steadily, because when God decides the season has changed, what took years to prepare can align in months, and sometimes even weeks. Stay ready, because divine timing does not warn you. It simply arrives. Number 7, stay available, not desperate. This is the final but most crucial piece of the puzzle. Too many people think readiness is only about internal work. They focus on healing, standards, purpose, and timing. All of that is necessary, but without availability, your efforts cannot connect with destiny. Availability does not mean desperation. Desperation chases, pressures. It forces outcomes that are not ready to emerge. It creates anxiety, jealousy, and fear-based decisions. Availability attracts. It is calm. It is confident. It is steady. Communicates openness without neediness. Your kingdom spouse is not looking for someone to fill a void. They are looking for someone to walk alongside them in covenant. And you cannot walk together if one of you is closing doors out of fear or locking yourself in isolation because of mistrust. So remain visible in life, in communities, in spiritual gatherings, and in healthy social spaces. Engage in activities aligned with your purpose. Participate in environments that reflect your values. Allow your energy to be present where the right person can encounter it. But this is not about seeking. It is about being prepared for encounters to happen naturally. It is about radiating completeness, peace, and confidence. The right person will recognize it immediately. They will not intimidate you. They will not try to change your rhythm. They will harmonize with it. Being available also means emotional availability. You cannot be ready for love while carrying walls built from past pain. You must maintain boundaries without creating isolation. You must communicate honestly without over-explaining. You must forgive the past while walking forward without fear. Being available is a spiritual posture. It signals to God and the universe, I am ready to receive what you have prepared. It shows the enemy that you will not settle. It shows angels that you are aligned with divine timing. Remember, desperation is loud. Availability is quiet, deliberate, and magnetic. You do not have to prove yourself. You do not have to force connection. You do not have to chase destiny. You simply cultivate your life in alignment with God, while remaining open and approachable. Because when your kingdom spouse is sent, they will arrive precisely where your availability meets their readiness. And everything will feel effortless, peaceful, aligned. This is the final key. Prepare, heal, grow, and remain available. All the work you have done over the years, the prayers, the self-reflection, the discipline, they converge in this moment of meeting. Do not let fear or hesitation block divine timing. Open your heart fully, stay present, and trust God to move faster than you expect. Your kingdom spouse is coming, and when they arrive, you will be ready. Not desperate, not fearful, but available, complete, and aligned. God is not sending someone to complete you. He is sending someone to complement the fullness He has already placed inside you. This means every tear you've shed, every season of solitude, every lesson in patience and self-mastery has a purpose. If you've been anxious, fearful, or impatient, today I want you to release all of that. Trust that God's timing is perfect. What may feel like a long wait is simply the soil being prepared for a harvest of joy, intimacy, and divine partnership. Remember the key principles we've discussed. Internalize these truths, apply them diligently, and watch how the unseen spiritual forces align in your favor. And here's the beautiful part. God's kingdom spouse will not bring chaos. They will bring harmony. They will not demand your worth. They will recognize it. They will not compete with your calling. They will champion it. So continue strengthening your prayer life. Continue building your life, pursuing your purpose, and growing spiritually and emotionally. Keep refining your heart and maintaining your standards. The moment your kingdom spouse enters your life, everything will align in ways that feel effortless yet divinely orchestrated. You will recognize them not by superficial signs but by the peace, clarity, and alignment that only God can provide. Before you go, I want you to take a practical step today. Subscribe to this channel. Make sure you don't miss any teachings that will continue to prepare you for destiny-level love. And if this message has touched you deeply, consider supporting the channel with super thanks. Every contribution helps spread revelation and hope to millions who are waiting for their divine alignment. Finally, know this with certainty. God is moving faster than you think. Your kingdom spouse is being prepared as you watch this video. Stay ready, stay whole, stay prayerful, and when they arrive, you will be ready to love fully, wisely, and divinely. The best is coming, and it's closer than you imagine. Your season of waiting is ending. Your season of fulfillment is beginning. Stay faithful, stay expectant, stay ready,